said stop, I go through. Pull me over, said the man in blue. Son, you know what you done did? I said yes, I ran a light of red. What's your hurry, why the race? Who you trying to keep pace with? Take your time now, it's alright. Got your answer, you can't hide from the spirit in the house. I said spirits in the house. Yeah, yeah. I said spirits in the house. Can't you feel the Holy Spirit? Spirit in the house. Come on, Tommy. You can't you feel the spirit guiding you? House ain't home, home is where love's alive when you wanna dwell. Well, I'm on fire, how about you? Can't you feel the spirit guiding you? House ain't home, home is where love's alive when you wanna dwell. Well, I'm on fire, how about you? Can't you feel the spirit guiding you? House ain't home, home is where love's alive when you wanna dwell in the spirit. In the house. Oh yeah, yeah. I said spirit in the house. Come on and let me hear you sing it. I said spirit. Come on now. Come on, Costa Mesa, sing it for your center of spiritual discovery. Spirit. House. Let's take it home. Oh, no, no, no.
Namaha, Om Gam Ganapataye 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 Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha, Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha, Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. They said it's time, and I know that without a doubt, the spirit in us all is trying to break out. But this is your time, this is my time to illuminate, cause we were made to shine. Divinity by law in our DNA. They lied but we saw truth anyway. This is divine recognition for this time of remission. Time change mission said you have my permission to be your light, let no man dim. See your sight is not original sin. I said you came in the same way that you will go, and that's with love and with righteousness. Heed the flow. But I heard it all before, yes, what the man said. Never held it in my heart, but I held it in my head, yeah. But then I saw now that it isn't just suggestion, it's spiritual law. To love all, serve all, and remember Jah. And so we love all, serve all, and remember Jah. Love all, serve all, and remember Jah. And so we love all, serve all, and remember Jah. Love all, serve all, and remember Jah. This is bliss, that's what it is. So tell your parents and your kids that they should not miss. The time is now, the questions how we look for each other in answers. Singers and dancers will lead the way, been led astray, but now we have answered the calling, and Babylon is falling. Proud to be inside the flow that no man is stopping. I must stand tall. Kahu is watching, so is my family and so is my tribe. Mustn't seek vanity, must seek to be wise, must seek to be wise, yeah.
Hello.
But I heard it all before, yes, what the man said. Never held it in my heart, but I held it in my head. It isn't just suggestion, it's spiritual law. To love all, serve all, and remember Jah. So we love all, serve all, and remember Jah. Love all, serve all, and remember Jah. So we love all, serve all, and remember Jah. Love all, serve all, and remember Jah. Shouting off demands, but throwing my hands. At the time I couldn't even stand, but now I can. Why? And I do it with pride. Arms stretched out and I smile wide, hoping to receive what I am supposed to. Messages and lessons and transmissions as they come through. Dreaming on the daily of what will become. To the people on the planet, will they just stay numb? Or will they awake? For goodness sake, be careful what you take, cause there's life at stake. Calm and collected as I take my dive. Story planned out when the moment arrives. I said choices through voices. My spirit rejoices in moments like this. We feel life's kiss, wrapped up tight in her warm embrace. Love overflow and no more rat race. These are the times we were meant to grow from. You say that it's beautiful, it takes one to know one. Made out of love, that's what you are. Made out of love, and you come from the stars. Made out of love, and you come from the stars. But I heard it all before, yes, what the man said. Never held it in my heart, but I held it in my head, yeah. But then I saw that it isn't just suggestion, it's spiritual law. To love all, serve all, and remember Jah. So we love all, serve all, and remember Jah. Love all, serve all, and remember Jah. So we love all, serve all, and remember Jah. Love all, serve all, and remember Jah.
I call to the Green Mountain State. I call to the silence you make. inside, outside me. As you speak through 10,000 leaves. There's a way, there's a way, there's a way, there's a way, there's a way. There's a way, there's a way, there's a way, there's a way, there's a way. It has always, always. It has always, always. In the house way down by the lake, a story told in a mystic way. And those roads they roam through big fields, yeah. Those roads my heart they come still, they come still. There's a way, there's a way, there's a way, there's a way, there's a way.
Good morning, everybody. Ooh, we're almost all engaged. Let's try it one more time. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, love that. Love that. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Beaumont Sunday service. We're going to begin our service, and we've actually changed our monthly song because we decided that the audio in the last one wasn't all that great, and it's September. Everybody's coming back from vacation, so we really wanted to welcome everybody back with one of our all-time favorite monthly songs. Get the, One Big Family.
Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one. One big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one. One big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one. One big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
You can dance it out right here. Woo!
Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Woo! All right. Are you okay, Debbie? She's falling down. All right. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living here in rainy Beaumont. Who knew? Oh, my goodness. Fall is coming. Yes, fall is on the way. So I'm very happy to have all of us here who are in the sanctuary, and those of you who are online. I really appreciate your being here this morning, and I want all of us to know that we have some newness in the sound booth in the way of equipment. And so if there's a little hiccup here and there, it's because of that newness. Have you noticed when you get something new, a new appliance or something like that, you have to kind of figure out how to work it? Well, the guys back there know what they're doing, and they're doing a great job. Let's give them some love. All right. Now, if you're here with us for the first time, there is a blue packet back there. It says welcome on it. Be sure to pick one up and take it with you. It has lots of good information about our center. And I know that most of us here have been here before. And if you are wondering more about our center, pick up that blue packet. Take a look at it. All right, let's read our CSLB vision statement together with enthusiasm. CSLB is an inclusive and transformative community of spiritual practice. And like we did last week, we're going to do a responsive reading with the global vision for Centers for Spiritual Living around the world. Now, there are printouts of that, but we also have it up on the screen. I am going to say the words that are in white, and you're going to say the rest of it. So here we go. You ready? We envision we see a world in which each and every person lives in alignment with their highest spiritual principle, emphasizing unity with God and connection with each other. We envision humanity awakening to its spiritual magnificence and discovering the creative power of thought. Yes. Discovers their own personal power and ability to create an individual life that works within the world that works for everyone. We envision a world in which we live and grow as one global family that respects and honors the interconnectedness of all life. A world where this kinship with all life prospers and connects through the guidance of spiritual wisdom and experience. We envision a world where personal responsibility joins with social conscience. We envision a world where each and every person has enough food, a home, a sense of belonging. Oh, okay. And and the rest of it says, a world of peace and harmony, enfranchisement, and justice. We envision a world in which resources are valued, cared for, and grown, and where there is generous and continuous sharing of these resources. We envision a worldwide culture in which forgiveness, whether for errors or injustices or debts, is the norm. We envision a world which has renewed its emphasis on beauty, nature, and love through the resurgence of creativity, art, and aesthetics. We envision a world that works for everyone and all creation. Thank you for joining me in that. And now our practitioner.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm Evonne Fowler, and I'm one of the licensed.
Turn your mic on.
There you go.
Is it on?
No, ma'am.
Is it on?
There it goes.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Evonne Fowler. I'm one of the licensed practitioners that's here at Beaumont. And I want to make sure you silence your phone. I was just trying to think if I did or not. Other practitioners and I will be available after service today over here on this side of the sanctuary. If you have any problems or concerns or anything you'd like to talk to any of us about, we'll be over there. You shouldn't go home with any heaviness on your mind. So please let us know if we can help you. We can help you see that God is always available. Now, if you'll please listen to the music, and that'll be followed by the invocation.
God is love, moving within you. God is peace, living in me. God is here, breathe in the glory, hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. God is love. When life has a question, our heart knows the answer. For every closed door, we hold the key. Open your soul, there is a river flowing forever, abundant and free. God is love, moving within you. God is peace, living in me. God is here, breathe in the glory, hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. God is love. When fear tries to blind you and dark clouds surround you, love has a voice that calms every storm. Open your arms, love those around you. Here in this moment, your healing is born. God is love, moving within you. God is peace,
here. Breathe in the glory, hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. God is love, God is love, God is love, God is love. God is love. Moving within you, God is peace. Living in me, God is here. Breathe in the glory, hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. Hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. Hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. God is love.
And God is in every one of us. God is here. God is our source. And as we come together here in the sanctuary at Beaumont CSL, we know that each and every one of us are God in action. And that we're here to celebrate that love that we are. God is here. God is our source. We know that. And as we are here, we thank all those people that have come before us to prepare this service so that you can hear the message from God through Reverend Carrie. And that we know that the technicians will bring us a very smooth and very effortless service. We know that the ushers and the greeters make us feel comfortable, and we know that all is well. As we listen to the service and the message from Reverend Carrie, we know that that's the message we're supposed to hear today, and so it is.
Good morning. What a beautiful rainy day. Isn't this wonderful? And we're all in our places, and the light is shining from within. So we're doing great this morning. It's a privilege to come before you and bring the announcements. Today, following our service from 11:30 to 12:30 here in the sanctuary, there's going to be a visioning session for our center. This will be facilitated by Reverend Carrie. If you've not yet participated in one of these sessions, you're welcome to participate, and Reverend Carrie is going to guide you through it. Tomorrow, September the 11th, the membership services team will meet at 11 a.m. here in Carter Hall. On Wednesday, September 13th, from 6:30 to 7:30, and that's going to be on Zoom. Neil Hayner will begin his Joel Goldsmith book study on Living the Infinite Way. This book is the perfect beginning for the study of Joel Goldsmith's work. Although his work uses the language of the Bible, it is a mystical teaching, and there's no homework. We will simply read and discuss as we go. Love donations will be accepted, and you can order this book through your favorite bookseller. Now, as you exit the sanctuary and you're on your way to Carter Hall following service, we want you to stop at the information station here on my right and pick up an event planning survey if you've not done that already. We need you to complete and give this survey to Emmy or the church office. So please do that. And while you're over here, you might want to sign up for the 2 classes that are coming up. The new member luncheon, which is going to be on September 16th, beginning at 10 a.m., and the Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life class. That begins Saturday, September 23rd, from 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Lois, our very own Lois, is asked that we announce that on Saturday, September 16th, from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., she's going to be hosting a yard sale. And she has flyers in Carter Hall on the table by the door. And this is yard sale from her sister's home. Is that correct? Yes. All right, thank you. On October 8th, we will be having our holiday boutique, and I'd like for Evonne to come forward and share a little bit more about that. That's coming up.
Well, we always do well on our yard sales or rummage sales or boutiques, but the group that really puts them on are overwhelmed by the time it's over. So we're changing things around a little bit. We're not going to have a year-round yard sale. So we're going to have 4 boutiques, and this will be the first one of them, and it's going to be a holiday boutique and a little bit more, okay? So it's going to be Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. So we want you to bring any of your donations that are slightly used in good condition for the sale during that time. And now we've added on a few other things too, because of wonderful Lois, and also we have some other things that people have donated. So we're going to add more than just the holiday boutique. But if you're bringing clothes, have to be slightly used, in good condition, and on hangers. We're not going to go through bags or anything like that that we have done in the past, okay? So if you want to bring that for sale, that would be fine. But just remember, it has to be on hangers because we're not going to be putting them out. We're going to try for easy and get everybody involved and not have anybody too tired by the time it's over. So I'm going to need at least 3 people for setup, 3 people for selling, and 3 people for tearing down. And it's only going to be a 1 day, and that's on Sunday. And it's going to be from 11 to 2. And our goal is to make $500, but I think it's going to be 1,000, Dorothy. Yeah. We got to work on it, okay? So please sign up to help. Here's the sign up.
And that's it. Thank you all, and enjoy the service.
Time for some music. Chuck's back there learning how to use a PTZ camera you control from the computer, and anyway. To be humble, to be kind, it is a giving of the peace in your mind. To a stranger, to a friend,
Nicely done, my friend. Nicely done. It's so good to have talented people in our midst, isn't it? Yes. Well, this morning, as Evonne said at the end of meditation today, that the title of our talk, my talk this morning, is Love on a Spectrum. And that's because this month's theme, oh my goodness, the seam that we sew. Okay. This month, the theme from CSL for this month is Love Out Loud. And so we're going to talk about loving out loud on a spectrum. That means we're going to talk about the varieties of ways that we love other people. It's interesting to me because as I thought about the title and as I thought about the content of the talk, it occurred to me that when we are born, we come into this life expression as a very small human being, and we are pure love. Right there. Now, we might cry a lot when we're first born. I had a grandson that cried endlessly right after he was born. But it was a difficult process, but he got over it. And he is pure love. So I believe that we're all here. We all come in as pure love, and we are given choice. And every choice we make then expands our experience of who we really are. And we find out who we are and what our soul is here to learn by having the experiences that we choose. Pretty cool, I think. I think God knew exactly what she was doing. So at the Thursday Science of Mind magazine discussion group, which if you haven't ever attended, you need to. It is the best thing. Oh, we have so much fun, and the discussions are good and juicy. So this last Thursday, one of the people there said, well, how can we express our love to God? Do we just say, I love you, God? Yeah. Do any of you ever say, I love you, God? Yeah, sometimes we forget, though, don't we? Because it's an invisible thing. This invisible presence and spirit is everywhere present. And when we don't see it with our human eyes, we forget. But how we can love God is by loving every expression of God. Every expression of God. Even if they don't look like you. Now, if you want to, you can turn and look around the room and see if you can find anybody that looks exactly like you. It's not going to happen. Some are close, but not exactly. So what we want to do is love all of those people, even though they don't look like us, even though they may not behave like us. Maybe their lifestyle is different than ours. Well, that could be. I've known some people whose lifestyle is way different than mine. In fact, I still know some. And what I know is that all of the people that I know whose lifestyle might be different than what I would choose, they are just as worthy of love as anybody else. As worthy of love as I am, as you are. Yeah. So we get to love God by loving not only ourselves, but all of the people around us, as well as people in our family, those people that drive us crazy, neighbors, friends, our planet. We could love our planet. Oh, wouldn't that be wonderful if everyone loved everything on our planet and treated it beautifully? Yes, our planet is our home. And so we can love our home because we've created that, because we're a co-creator with the divine. And we can love where we live. We can love who we live with or not. I would suggest loving the person that you live with no matter what they do. They leave dishes in the sink and underwear on the floor. You gotta love them anyway. Yes? Yes. Okay. So, love has no limitations whatsoever. Every person expresses love in their own beautiful, unique way, and we all experience love in our own beautiful and unique way. And that's the only way to do life, in our own unique way. We need to be authentic and live a life that is authentically expressed through us as the divine expression that we truly are. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay, so in The Science of Mind, on page 478, Dr. Holmes says, the essence of love pervades everything. It's in everything. It fires the heart, stimulates the emotions, renews the soul, and proclaims the spirit. And he says, only love knows love, and love only knows love. I'm not sure what the difference is there, but love is. Love is love. And in our CSL, our Centers for Spiritual Living around the globe, we are accepting and inclusive of everyone who comes into our centers, everyone who is willing to step into our centers and maybe learn a little bit about themselves and improve their life. We accept them all. It doesn't matter what they look like. There have been some very different people coming through this congregation over the years, and I know that you remember some of them. There was a wonderful mother and daughter team that came in. The daughter had 3 little girls that I blessed up here one Sunday. But when they first walked in, there was raised eyebrows because they were tatted from the neck down. They just had so many tattoos. They were beautiful. And these women were beautiful. And then as we got to know them, of course, I knew when they walked in, oh, I love these people. And everyone else began to love them too. And then there was a gentleman who had facial tattoos who really looked rough. He was the kindest man, the kindest man. So you see, if someone doesn't look like us, it doesn't mean that they're going to be ugly and nasty and all of that. It means that they're a human having an experience here as an expression of God. Oh, and it's so good to know that, because if you have ever attended a CSL conference, like we did when we went to the SOAR conference up in Pacific Grove, California, we had a marvelous time. I learned so much about myself in those 4 days. And the biggest lesson was, I'm not as young as I used to be. Because I could go to all these things and just, okay, I'm going to this now. I'm going to this. I couldn't do it anymore. But what I knew was that we had such a wonderful variety of people at this conference. It was fabulous. And someone in one of our main meetings leaned into me and said, I've never seen so many gay people here. And I'm willing to bet she's been there before. She never noticed before. But now she noticed. And there are a lot of gay and trans people who are a part of CSL. And if they wouldn't breathe a word about the fact that they'd changed from one gender to another, I would never know the difference. And many other people wouldn't either. And a lot of people don't know that another person might be gay. It doesn't matter. They're expressions of the divine. And what I know for sure is that because we are accepting of them, we are growing and expanding in our consciousness as an organization to really dig in and love those people who might not be, what should I say? Maybe they do bad things. Yeah. We need to send those people love. I don't know how many times I've said it up here, but when you watch the news and you see the different things that happen around the world and the senseless violence and all of that, what I know for sure is that when I send love to that person through my television screen, I am doing the work I'm here to do. And it's so challenging. Sometimes I have to get up and walk away from the news or maybe change the channel and then send them love. It's difficult. But what we need to know is that it's important for us to love even those people. Let's see, where am I? There is in this month's issue of the Science of Mind, which is a double issue. Has anyone received their issue yet? Oh, good. I get mine online, so I've got mine. But in this month's issue, there is an article written by Christine Renee Monks. She's about to graduate from ministerial studies. She takes the reader through her journey of transitioning from male to female. And reading the article really helped me to understand her process and what it meant to her and how she dealt with different laws of different states so that she could change her gender on her birth certificate. There's a whole lot that goes into these kinds of changes. And I understand more because I read that article. And I think it's important for us to love enough to do a little research, maybe ask a question. I've asked my gay daughter so many questions. Oh, what does this mean? Or what does that mean? And she's always there to answer them for me. But I want to know so I can be informed, so I can look at the next person I meet in my life and say, oh, I love them too, because I know what they've been through, or somewhat what they've been through. Does that make sense? Yeah, so we need to really dig in and say, I want to understand this lifestyle, and I want to understand this lifestyle, and I want to know what these words mean. For a little while, I couldn't figure out what gender identity meant. Huh? And now I get it. I understand. And it's okay with me. You know, I know who I am, and I want other people to know that they too are the divine expressing right here on this planet. And if they want to love someone I particularly wouldn't, fine with me. It's your life. As my youngest daughter says, you do you, boo. So, and one of the things that really helped me along my path in learning about these things was my oldest daughter, Wendy, wrote a book back in 2014 called the Butch Femme Photo Project. And in this book, it's a photo book with some explanation of the couples that she took a picture of and just a little history of them and who they are. And when she sent it to me, it took me a couple of times of going through it before I really got it. Oh yeah, here's these beautiful people that she's taken really beautiful photos of, and they're all divine beings. Look at this, and they're happy, and they love their partner, and they're having good relationships, and they're living life. We need to love every spectrum of love that's out there. We really need to do that. It can be a growing process, like it was with me in that book. But what I know now is that I am so sure that I know that anyone who is in any relationship, they are loving, they are being the divine in human form. And I think that's wonderful. Now, there are times, another way to love people is to stand up for them. You gotta stand up for people who are being berated. And a lot of times our service people, like not armed services, but like waitresses or people at the AM/PM or whatever, those people, the grocery store clerks, people who wait on us and help us. It's our job to appreciate them. Do you know how much appreciation means to your heart when you have felt down in the dumps? It really means a lot when someone says to you, I love how you do this because it has really helped my day. Back in 2020 when there was a run on toilet paper, remember? We're so funny. I went to the grocery store for some other things, and I went into the checkout line, and the checkout line was very long, and I had a long wait. And when I got up to that checker, she looked so tired and so haggard. She was so done with that day, and it looked like she had a while to go because the line stretched long behind me. And as she was checking me out, I said to her, I really appreciate all that you do. Thank you for being here. And she just stopped and she said, oh, it feels so good to have someone say that. Because I knew she was just overwhelmed by the amount of people. So doing that helped her and it helped me. I gave her love. I've known people who have maybe seen someone berate a wait staff, waiter or waitress. Being kind to those people is the best way to express God, in my opinion. I mean, those people are on their feet bringing you food and making sure the orders are right, etc., etc. And if you can take a moment to appreciate them, it means the world. And when you see someone else berating them, maybe step up for them and say, hey, you know, they have been working all day and they are serving us. So a little appreciation would sure go a long way. Now you might find yourself in a bit of a little tuffle, but you know what? It's worth it to that person. And it makes you feel better about you because you've stood up for someone else. So there's so many ways for us to express that divine love that is who we are. Recognizing love that expresses in all forms, recognizing love in animals. Oh my goodness. I can't imagine people thinking that hurting an animal is okay. I just don't get it. There's a lot of things I don't get, but that's one of them. And that when we don't treat animals on our planet with love and respect, then how are we going to treat a human on our planet? So it's important for us to love those beings because they are unconditional love in expression, aren't they? They just, dogs wag their tail, kitties purr, cows moo, and pigs go, you know? It's just so important. Our personal understanding of love is that it's everywhere, in every form. That's love on a spectrum. No relationship is exactly like another. And it's not supposed to be. We're all unique. So this week, I invite you to just look around you and express just from your heart, just send love to someone who might be sitting nearby in a restaurant or someone in the next car. Maybe just send them a little love, or send love to the person who's tailgating you. You know, there's so many ways that you can express love. You can love and bless everyone in your atmosphere. And then look deeply into yourself and really ask if you are living and loving authentically. Are you loving authentically? Is where you are in a relationship your authentic place to be? Just make sure. And if it isn't so, perhaps it's time to take a little action and move yourself forward and say, what can I do to make this the best relationship? I love what Dr. Phil says. It's nice when you get up in the morning and think, what can I do for my partner that will help make their whole day better? Now, if all of us did that, wouldn't the world be a better place? Of course. But most of all, just continue to let your light shine, because your love light is the spectrum that we are all a part of. Namaste. Yeah. And now, I almost did it again. Now we're going to have a prayer, and the practitioners are going to join me to hold consciousness. So I invite you to just, right where you are, just close your eyes if that's comfortable for you, and just move into your center. Allow yourself to just breathe in the goodness of God. There is only one life, one God, one power, one presence. And that one life expresses itself throughout the entire universe. It creates all things that we can see and everything we can't see. It is that one life that lives and moves within all creation, because it is all creation. And I know this one life has created each one of us from its image and likeness. And so I know each one of us are filled with all of the attributes of God: love, wisdom, peace, joy, intelligence. All of it and more is who we truly are. And I know that we are all one in this activity of being expressions of God. And so in this oneness and in this knowing that we are all unified, I speak my word for each one of us here this day. I know that we, each one of us, is a divine expression of the infinite. And we take that expression out into our lives and love others more and more and more. And we love ourselves more and more and more. I speak my word for each one of us, knowing that we are the light. Every cell in our body has a light at the center of it. We can't help being the light. We are it. And we shine that light into the world, and the world notices and brings itself up into that vibration that allows them to feel that love that is coming to them through us. I speak my word for anyone here this morning who may have a prayer request on their heart, knowing that the divine is always working in harmony with the universe to answer every prayer, to bring everything into divine and perfect order. And I give thanks. I give thanks for this center, for all of us, for everyone who passes by our center. Everyone. I give thanks. I know that as we move through the rest of this day, we are guided and directed, protected, and loved by that infinite presence that we know as God. Oh, and so I release my word into that infinite creative process that always says yes. And I know it's already done. And so we can just boldly step into it as we say together, and so it is. Yes.
I think that was a good talk and a good prayer. What do you guys think? Give her a hand. And to write on that, of course, we're going to do some songs. Nothing you can do that can be done. Nothing you can sing that can be sung. There's nothing you can say, but you can learn how to play the game. It's easy. There's nothing you can make that can't be made. No one you can say that can't be saved. Nothing you can do, but you can learn how to be you in time. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. Love, love, love. You can join in. Come on, you know you want to. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Well, all you need is love. And all you need is love. All you need is love, love. Love is all you need. There's nothing you can know that isn't known. Nothing you can see that isn't shown. Nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love, love. is all you need. Come on. All you need is love. All together now. All you need is love. Come on, everybody. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. 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 Think of your fellow man. Lend him a helping hand. Put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late. Oh, please don't hesitate. Put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place. And the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Oh, another days go by and still the children cry. Put a little love in your heart. If you want the world to know, we won't let hatred grow. Put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place. And the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Oh, take a good look around. And if you're looking down, put a little love in your heart. I hope when you decide, kindness will be your guide. Put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place. And the world will be a better place for you and me. Oh, just wait and see. Oh, put a little love in your heart. Ooh, put a little love in your heart. Put a little love in your heart. Put a little love in your heart. Take a good look around, and if you're feeling down, put a little love in your heart. I hope when you decide, kindness will be your guide. Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place. And the world will be a better place for you and me. Just wait and see. Oh, put a little love in your heart. Put a little love in your heart. Oh, put a little love in your heart. Put a little love in your heart.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Adrian. So much fun. All right, we've come into the time for our joyful giving. If you are watching us online or if you have your cell phone handy, I've got a couple of suggestions for you. Online, you can go to our website, cslbeaumont.org, and scroll down to the Give button and press that, and it'll take care of what you enter there. If you text to give using your mobile phone, you will get a receipt just like that. The number is 951-420-6909. Now, if you give online or if you don't have a gift to give today and you've already given, what you can do is when the offering tray comes by, you can just place both hands over it and just to bless it. Send it some love. Now, as our ushers come forward, we'll repeat together our abundance affirmation with enthusiasm. I give and receive freely and generously with an open heart and an open mind. The universe responds to me in kind. I know that my beloved community is richly blessed, and so it is.
Thank you, God, for everything. 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 Thank you, God, for
everything. And thank you for everything that you give and do and are with our Center for Spiritual Living here in Beaumont. Now we're going to sing our closing song and have a benediction. And the way we do that is we stand and hold hands in a circle. And if you're not into that this morning, you may just sit where you are and enjoy the music or sing along with us. And we're going to sing I Stand for Love, I believe. No? Oh, Love is My Decision. Yes. Thank you.
Love is my decision. It's up to me to give of my heart. Love is my decision. No one else can tell me to start. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision, right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to stand on that bridge. Love is my decision. No one else can make me forgive. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision, right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to dance down the road. Love is my decision. No one else can lighten my load. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision, right here and now. Love
my decision right here and now.
Something wonderful is happening through me right now. It is this thing called life. Life is in my mind. Life is in my body. Life is in all of my affairs. I think it. I know it. I am it. And so it is.